The Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood have been our two recent projects that we've been working on, and in truth, both of them have been fun, but we do need to get them finished. From what I can see, it seems like the Thieves Guild is the easiest one to finish, and I like the idea of being able to say we've got it done, so let's go. I only need jobs in Whiterun now, because that's the last place I need to get a special job done in. That requires 5 regular jobs in order to get it. But alas, we got a couple of Markarth jobs first. Suffice to say, the numbers job is ridiculously easy because they always are. That's why I picked them. And the house I needed to burgle was both unlocked and empty, so that was very easy. Next time I got one job in Solitude, which was annoying, but also one in Whiterun. I head to Solitude to get that out of the way, easy enough, and then on to Whiterun. And that was the point I realised there was an issue. There was no marker on my map for this job. Why? Because this is the house that got destroyed during the Stormcloak invasion again, which means it's impossible and I'll have to cancel the job. Next year jobs were also not right, one in Solitude and one in Riften. I cannot catch a break. I don't mind getting something in Riften since it's nice and easy doing one at home, but I do wish it would let you either pick cities or rotate them in a way that made sense, that you can understand, it was predictable. Make my life so much easier. Anyway, Riften was easy and so was Solitude. You know, despite my annoyance at the lack of choices, I do enjoy these jobs. I mean, they're simple side quests, but as simple side quests go, they're good ones. Heading back, I got a job at Riften, typical, and then finally a numbers job at Whiterun. Riften was easy enough, planting instead of stealing, and then I did the numbers job, and apparently I got done for stealing, despite the fact I didn't steal anything. Fortunately, being a member of the Thieves Guild gets me off. And when I return, finally, we have that final special request. We're off to see the Battleborns. We acted against them in a previous quest, which is kind of strange to help them now, but we do. Ulfrid Battleborn has a friend who is currently in prison. We don't need to break him out, we do need to wipe any trace of him from the record so they don't know who he is and can't go after him again. Now this stuff is in Dragon's Reach, and I wasn't sure how it would go. In my head I was thinking, I'm sure I can go anywhere there, the Jarl here likes me. And then I remembered that we sort of kinda overthrew him, so maybe not. Regardless, we get in, forge the prison registry, which is no different from the numbers game, and as for taking the ladder, it's just normal thievery. I take some coins too, because fuck it, I'm a thief. Also stole all the silver for the same reason. Anyway, the actual work we did, not the extra stealing, was enough to keep Ulfrid happy, and that's the Thieves Guild set up in Whiterun, and that's the final city we have to do. We head back to find everybody waiting for us, so we go and have a chat with Brynjolf, and we undergo the ceremony, which isn't much of a ceremony. Firstly, a man walked right through it, which was very rude, and secondly, the ceremony wasn't particularly ceremonial. Also, we got to see Carlisle again, which was nice, and we are now the guild master. No achievement though, which did concern me, but then I realised I didn't technically finish it. I need to get the guild master's armour. Once I did that, boom, achievement. We restored the Thieves Guild back to its former glory, and that is us. 100% finished working on the Thieves Guild stuff. I told you we'd get it done. We tried on the armour too, which is fine, I guess. I mean, I prefer the other armour myself, but that's just me. Not that we're really going to use it, since we are now moving on. First I head to Whiterun and to the Skyforge, since we stole a bunch of silver and decided to turn it into stuff we can sell for cash. Then I go and get my armour chain, since we're obviously done with the Thieves Guild. It's back to the Dark Brotherhood. We actually already have a mission for them ready to go from last time, so let's get to it. I found the woman in question, and then I followed her for a while. Look, I swear I wasn't trying to be a creep, I thought that she was the target, so I was waiting for her to go somewhere quiet so we wouldn't be spotted. Turns out, not the target, she's the one giving us the targets. Oops. When I eventually figured that out though, which definitely took too long, she gave me 2 targets to kill, one mandatory, one optional. The mandatory one was an ex-boyfriend who ended up being a thief who wanted to use her to steal from her friends, fair enough. The second is one of those friends who she wants to murder so that her family will feel grief and then want her back. That's a bit weird, but okay, sure, let's go and deal with it. Problem was, I couldn't find the optional target. I looked everywhere. I even googled where she's normally found. I broke into a house in the middle of the night. Nothing. My only guess is that she must have already been dead and the game didn't realise, so I moved on to the other target, worked my way through the snow to get to the thieving bastard hideout. The thugs were easily dispatched, as you might expect, and we worked our way through. I decided to try and sneak up on him, and then I found ballistas, 2 of them, and I missed both times. And then, to make it all the better, I managed to get my head chopped off. Attempt 2, I missed again, but this time I beat my way through the guards, then to the target, and he was very, very easy. I went back and had a chat with Muri? I don't know how to say her name, and apparently the second one's already dead, much as I thought, but hey, I'll happily take the secondary reward, despite the fact I didn't do anything. I then went to Markarth to sell some bits, which was a terrible decision because Markarth doesn't actually have a shop. And also because I had to fight and kill an Elder Dragon. God damn it. Anyway, all I thought is we head back to the Dark Brotherhood. Astrid is pleased to see us and gives us a new quest. We need to spy on Cicero, the mad jester who brought us a holy corpse of the Night Mother, the founder of the Dark Brotherhood. That's certainly a different idea, that's for sure, and she wants us to hide in the coffin of the Night Mother, and no, we're not removing the rotting corpse first. So yeah, there she is, and I guess we're just going to stand there with her, which, you know, is weird enough, but what makes it really weird is when she starts talking to me. Yeah, that's the thing that's happening. We've been given a very specific task to go and talk to some guy by a human body, a significantly decomposed human body. Yeah. Cicero is pissed at us for being in there, but he's very happy with me informing why. Very happy. Astrid is less happy though, and while she's processing, is back to normal jobs. We get a couple of regular contracts, one easy and one apparently quite hard. First up, the Orc Bard Lurbuk. Assassinating him was simple though, just a case of waiting for him to go to bed and sticking a knife in him. And stealing his worldly possessions, because of course. Thankfully, no one noticed. The vampire, however, they're in a house. Now, I was originally going to try and kill them without killing his wife, but the two of them seem to be inseparable. Oh well, they can die together. She too was a vampire feeding on normal people, so it's hardly like she's innocent either. Once dead, we head back and we have been given the quest to basically do what we were told, and of course we cash in the contracts. Now, I don't know who we're meeting, but they seem to be in some kind of tomb, so we head there now. It's a very familiar design, one we've seen a bunch of times before. Inside we find bodies and a quest, which we might do later. We then head and find a representative of the Empire. They want a contact with us, which we can do, and they want a contract, not a contact, and they want several people murdered. Sounds fun. Also sounds difficult, because the person they need dead at the end is the Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor Tamriel, the leader of the world and the world's largest military and empire. Yeah. Anyway, we have the letter and a necklace that we need to take back to Astrid. I expected hesitancy from her, but no, she's overjoyed by the idea of murdering the Emperor. First though, we need to get the Amulet of Praise, and it's supposed to be payment, or we don't know if we can sell it. So where do we go? Back to the Thieves Guild. Typical. And to the guy we got all the quests from too. Turns out the necklace is from the Elder Council, which means the guy who hired us is on this council. Looks like they want to be Emperor. Well, we don't care about motivations, we want money, and Astrid is more than happy for us to continue. So now we head to a wedding reception to murder the bride at her own wedding. Yes, really, we're that kind of assassin apparently. So we head to the wedding, fully dressed as an assassin, and have a chat with the lady. She seems nice, which, you know, should make me feel bad. Now, on to murder. I have a look around and I find this above where she might address the crowd, and now it all makes sense. Good way not to be spotted. First time I try though, well, it kills her, but that's the big bounty. No good. Second time was the same, annoyingly. Third time though, we just pushed it, she's dead, and no one seemed to notice it was us. I mean, they know it was murder, they know she's been killed, but they don't know who by. A friend of the Brotherhood is here to help hold them off, but we didn't need the help. We don't need any help because, well, they don't know we did it. All we have to do is head back to Astrid, who's more than happy with our performance. We have more to do now, but that's a next time thing. So what about this time? Well, we finished off the Thieves Guild work, we killed someone's ex-boyfriend, we conversed with a corpse in a coffin, we killed a vampire and his wife, we accepted a contract to murder the Emperor, and then dropped a gargoyle on his cousin at a wedding. That was certainly a lot. But next time, I have no idea, but I feel like we might kill an emperor. Regardless, I'll see you then.